coming up to fucking touch me.
Robert's actually known for cursing people.
He's the world's most haunted doll.
Greetings from Dystopia.
Hello YouTube.
Hello guys.
Today we are at Fort East Martello in the Florida Keys to investigate Robert the Doll.
He is the world's most haunted doll.
But before that, we got special permission to investigate the firehouse, which is very close to this location, right?
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes down the road, and it's the most haunted firehouse in the world. Let's go to that.
Hello everyone.
Quick update on how this video is going to be organized. The firehouse video will not be included in this video because we realized that there's enough content in this one and we can make a completely separate video. So look forward to the firehouse video being put out in the near future. And that is all. Thank you. Our story begins in the early 1900s in Key West, Florida. Robert the Doll was originally a gift given to a young boy named Robert Eugene Otto, or Gene as his family called him. The doll, made by the Steiff Company in Germany, stood about 3 feet tall, dressed in a sailor outfit, and even had his own toy dog. It's said that Gene's grandfather purchased the doll while traveling in Germany and brought it back as a gift for the boy. Gene loved Robert so much that he named the doll after himself and carried it everywhere. But it wasn't long before strange things started happening around the Otto family's home.
The Otto family reported that Gene would often be found talking to Robert as if the doll was alive. But what really spooked them was when they began hearing another voice responding to Gene, one that wasn't his own. Soon after, strange events started to unfold. Furniture moving on its own, giggling in empty rooms, and objects mysteriously breaking without explanation. Gene's parents claimed that their son would blame Robert for the chaos. Whenever something went wrong, Gene would say, "Robert did it." Though his parents were skeptical, the strange occurrences continued throughout Gene's childhood.
As Gene grew older, he kept Robert by his side. After studying art in New York and Paris, Gene returned to the family home in Key West known as the Artist House. He married a woman named Anne, but even as an adult, Gene maintained a strong attachment to Robert, giving the doll its own room in the house with a view of the street. It's said that Anne grew uncomfortable with Robert's presence and even asked Gene to lock the doll away in the attic. However, neighbors reported seeing Robert move from window to window on his own, and Gene's behavior around the doll became increasingly odd. Some believe the doll had an otherworldly influence over him.
Gene passed away in 1974 and the Artist House was sold. New owners quickly learned about Robert's unsettling reputation. Visitors claimed to hear footsteps in the attic, objects would move inexplicably, and people felt an eerie presence in the house. Eventually, the new owners donated Robert to Fort East Martello, where he resides to this day.
Even though Robert is behind glass at the museum, his legend continues. Visitors claim that Robert has cursed them after taking photos without asking for permission. Some say they've experienced car accidents, illnesses, and financial disasters after disrespecting the doll. In fact, the museum receives letters from around the world, apologies from people who believe they've been cursed by Robert.
Oh man. This just means it's hot as fuck in here. It's hot as shit. You ready? What do you have to get for him to get scratched? 100%.
This doll is more haunted than Annabelle and Chucky.
First of all, Chucky's not real, but the crazy thing is,
I'm pretty sure Chucky was inspired by Robert the Doll.
he was. We're about to go investigate the haunted dollhouse, but this area, the tour guide said, is where people feel choking, hot, people touching them. And we've also found out this is where people are believed to get attachments. Wait, guys, you get attachments there. Who's going? 3, 2, 1, nose goes. Aw, damn. I don't know. You, I guess.
What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. So you said nose goes, right?
Yeah.
Nose goes! You gotta do it.
Whoa, hold on, what the fuck? I ain't no bitch, let's go. I'm a bitch, I ain't doing that.
Now you have to respect the rules.
This used to be a giant fireplace apparently, and I hope nothing attaches me.
What's that?
It is very hot over here, so I don't know.
Our first attachment.
That was supposed to be you, man. You're the one who's asking, like, I want to get
Hey,
scratched.
they can scratch me, but you lost the game, okay? Gotta respect the rules.
Oh, guys. There's 12 kid spirits in here.
It's
all Yeah. closed up. What the fuck?
It's all closed up.
A pair of scissors?
That is a little
What the
odd.
hell was that? Can we go in that doll?
No. So,
Oh, this place is creepy.
I mean, what's the story of this dollhouse anyway?
This is Edna's dollhouse. Edna's a little girl spirit. This house itself was donated by
some family to the fort, but you know, the doll's inside. Very haunted.
Supposedly.
So
Well, we're gonna set up here first, and then we're gonna see if we find anything.
hopefully I know.
First investigation. Okay.
Yellow light just went from.
What yellow light?
There's like a yellow dot that just went in my face and disappeared. Alright. Oh, she scared the shit out of me.
Welcome to the dollhouse.
Freaking hell.
So before we start, oh, it's the light. I was gonna say, before we start the investigation, you probably want to introduce them again to all the devices that we have set up right now.
Okay, so this right here is a music box. If you don't know what it does, it's basically a motion sensor. If anything were to walk in front of it 5 feet, it will play some music. For example,
Great example.
this right here is an EMF meter. It detects electromagnetic fields. Holy shit. Fuck.
It's already going off a little bit.
So the higher it spikes, the stronger the energy is, basically. This right here is a REM pod. Again, is motion detector. It creates a giant ring of electromagnetic field, and if anything is to get close, simple as that. It's very hot in here. That scared the absolute shit out of me. Holy fuck, dude, that scared the living shit out of me.
Okay, what?
Is that one?
Okay, somebody's here.
I told you somebody was here.
Okay, whoever that was, do you want to touch that again? Let us know you're actually here.
Oh my god.
Don't move it. No, turn it off. Keep it where it was, because...
Dude, that thing is freaking
That's
out.
right.
I've never seen it go this crazy.
Could you stop for a second? Okay. Could you touch the REM pod one more time if we've met you before? Because we've been here a few times. It seems like you can, utilize that device pretty well. So we like to do something where you touch it once, and that's a yes usually. And if you tap it twice, if you can, that means no.
I've noticed that the REM pod is not very compatible. Why don't we do knocks?
If you can do knocks, that'd be amazing. But if you can also do the taps, that'd be cool too. So we haven't met you before.
Is this Edna? Because this is your dollhouse. If it's you, come up to this red light again.
That's temperature.
That's temperature change.
Instead of changing the temperature, could you
Get a little closer, maybe?
get closer to it and make it... Could you actually touch it and make the light go green?
Or whatever color you want.
So, is this Edna? Could you touch it again? Because you did make it go off. I just don't want to misidentify. Misgender you. So you don't know us.
Temperature.
It could just be because all of us are hot. Maybe.
Okay.
See if it's cold around there. Right there.
What's the temp right there?
The temp right on the REM pod is what?
82.
Okay.
82.
What's the temp right next to you?
83.
It's not too bad. The device that you're interacting with right now is called a REM pod, but you don't really need to know the specific terms. You can just touch that antenna or get close to that red light, and it will make a noise, and that'll let us know yes or no for whatever answer we ask. In front of me is the EMF reader. We already explained this, but if you can use, I guess, electromagnetic fields or manipulate them in a way, that'll make that go up. Then on the steps there, if anyone wants to join us, we have a music box that'll play if you walk in front of it. So the floor is yours now. Make yourself known again. if you want to talk.
Obviously, give it time. Are you a child spirit? Because we know there's 12 child spirits in here.
Touch it at all if you are willing or wanting to communicate with us.
It is still dropping.
To what?
Going from 84 to 82. 82.7, 82.5, 82.4,
Well, that thing was going off a lot. That
I've
was,
never seen it freak out that much.
yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
82.3.
Well, it scared the absolute
Yeah.
shit out of me. I'm just sitting here and it goes.
Yeah. You were making that thing go crazy earlier. Could you touch it one more time if you want to talk to us? We just want to confirm.
He's like, no, you're starting to hear. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not Is anybody in here with us right now at all? If so, you can either walk up to this red light or walk in front of that green one. Either or. One will show colors, one will play music. And it's not gonna hurt you. Why do spirits attach to dolls?
Sometimes it's not even that they like attach themselves. Sometimes they're trapped, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert on demonic dolls. So.
Not if they're demonic. Well, one of them is.
I mean, usually, if something attached itself to anything, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of demonic. I mean, the last time we tried the spirit box here, we got Joseph, which is one of the, I guess, negative spirits.
Yeah.
So maybe we can attempt to get him again.
Estes?
We can do Estes. That works. So in my hand right here is a spirit box. It is a device that goes through radio channels, and you can sweep forward. I don't know if you can see that, but you can sweep forward and it'll sweep through multiple radio channels, and if the ghosts can manipulate it, they will, and it'll sound like some words or sentences. And Alvano is going to plug himself into this. I don't know if you're wearing the blindfold, are you?
What?
No blindfold. He's going to be plugged in with headphones. He can't hear us. He'll be closing his eyes. He won't be able to see us, and it's supposed to put you in a trance. We will see. Also, just is supposed to validate, like, he can't hear us, so he's not just giving us the responses that we want.
Turn off.
Turn what off? Is that a person out there?
The window?
No, like you heard the...
I did, but I think
Hang on a second.
there's a lot of vegetation outside.
You said hang on a second. We'll wait. If you're coming, by all means.
It's crazy.
What's crazy?
I just want to.
First, who are we talking to? What's your name?
I'll just turn around.
You want me to turn around?
You gotta give us your name first so we know who we're talking to. Do you know who made our REM pod go off earlier?
Drowning.
Oh, I guess we're on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Did you drown
For you.
before you?
Pretty much.
Tell us your name. If possible, we'd like to talk to Joseph. We've talked to him before. Is anybody here?
6%.
Do you need more power or energy?
Take it out of us, take it out of the devices.
There's a tap.
I thought something just like trees.
I mean, there's a palm tree, but it doesn't have acorns or anything.
Ghost review.
Ghost review.
Oh, that's them. Scared me.
Is that ghost review?
Yeah, we can review ghosts today. Alright, first ghost, stand up. Come up here, let's review you. What's your name?
Robert is heading down.
If possible, that would be amazing.
If that was you who actually
He
said
is.
that.
He is.
Okay.
Well, wait. When Robert gets here, could you press that red light to let us know?
Later on.
Later on.
Okay, we'll wait for now. Just let us know when you get here.
Someone said coming.
Okay, come.
That's what we want. We farted.
Oh, remember the thing that
Sulfur?
it's a sort of demonic smell.
A little.
Smell of sulfur.
Sulfur, yeah, but that's not
Here.
like
rotten,
fart.
rotten animals.
Maybe. Is Robert here yet?
Excuse me. Hey, Al. Get out.
Who is this? I think I know, but I need confirmation. Who is this?
No.
Say it again. We only get like parts of what you're saying. That's the first person I heard.
I heard another tap.
Tiny.
Are you a child?
Hmm.
Innocent and tiny?
Yeah. Or Edna, maybe.
Tiny log.
Tiny log. You're not making too much sense. If possible, could you give us a name?
Huh? Anyone?
Person. I heard walking eye. So
Worldwide?
Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide, are you here? Who's here with us?
Is it one of Edna's friends? I know that you guys played in this dollhouse a lot.
Whoa.
We'll give you 2 more minutes to do absolutely anything.
Give us proper answers or we're just gonna
Yeah.
leave.
In the room?
Okay, if you're in the room with us, walk up to this red light. It's not gonna hurt you. If you're a child spirit, it's gonna make colors. You can show us your favorite color. I'll even show you how it works. Look.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
More taps. Not even joking. On the roof, right there. And
Radio.
It's going like that.
Do you need us to go to you? You can do that.
The end's coming.
Do us?
It said the end is coming. I mean, the end has already happened to you.
Virgin.
What the fuck? Okay.
Well, you're not making any sense. We're gonna go say hi to the other spirits that roam this fort.
We're gonna move on to the Citadel. It's a big place, right?
Yeah.
Watch this, guys. Alright, we're gonna go to the Citadel.
You were a bitch, you know that?
I'm walking in blind. This Citadel was actually a hospital. It was used both during the yellow fever and when people were actively serving at this fort.
There was a shadow right there. Could have been your light on him, but 100% shadow right there.
You know something about this place? It used to, after it got like abandoned, a bunch of kids would pull up, or people, I don't know about age, but they'd pull up and do summons. They'd summon spirits.
Yep.
And I've heard they have a mirror in this Citadel that which we can summon spirits. The main one is Colonel Morgan, right? Colonel, Captain, Colonel, something like that. Also, according to the owner of Robert the Doll, a lot of demonic things go down in this building.
Yes.
It's like there's a shadow figure that likes to crawl around the ground. So maybe we could talk to him and see why the hell he's here. Are you messing with me?
You want to wait for her quick?
Yes, it's
I mean, it could be the sensitivity's too high, but there's some wind here too. I don't know. I'll turn it a little lower. Here's some
Are you trying to lower or higher?
low is a little bit lower, so it's the lowest setting, I think. The lowest sensitivity possible.
This is something is here.
Wait, low sensitivity means it's easier to press, right?
High sensitivity is easier to press.
Oh, okay.
So,
See, it knows.
Before you answer any questions, 1 ring is for yes, 2 is for no, right?
yeah.
Okay, so answer.
No.
No.
Were you stationed at this fort?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
How many people are talking?
I'm assuming it was a yes, and then you said. I guess it's a yes.
Okay.
One more time if it's a yes. No.
No.
Let me turn it on high sensitivity.
Again, it could be something messing with us.
Is it Robert?
No, it's not.
Tap it 3 times if it's Robert.
Oh!
4.
Okay.
I kind of want to ask something.
Ask away.
Tap this bell once if you're a non-human spirit.
That was fast. Can you tap it twice if you're a non-human spirit?
One.
I don't think it wants to answer. Were you a human before? 1 for yes, so yeah.
Okay, it was.
And you said you were stationed at the fort, correct? Once for yes, 2 for no. Did you die from yellow fever?
That just reminded me of something. There was actually a soldier who died here due to friendly fire. So it could
Sure.
be him.
Just getting excited for you.
No one.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Whoa, shit. That's the wall. Wait.
What?
It's not. It went off. I mean, whatever was standing there was actually playing with that bell.
Maybe.
And then it skedaddled.
If you're over there right now, can you tap the bell once for yes? So in the room right now with us, we have that bell that you're tapping currently. We also have a REM pod that you can touch. It'll make the light go green. And then behind us, we have a music box. You can walk in front of that. And we also have an EMF there.
Just to confirm that wasn't like fucking up, was that you standing in front of that and making it go off? Fantastic.
Yes. So are we talking to somebody that
What
was...
the fuck? Did you not hear that creaking?
Was that you?
I swear to God.
Was that you? The haunting has begun, I think.
Are you the soldier who was shot by your friend?
Yes.
Is your name Nick?
Okay, you're gonna have to slow down your responses, okay? 1 is for yes, 2 is for no. Did you hear that?
No, it's not Nick.
Okay, again, slow your responses down, okay? Is it Robert? Is this Robert?
I don't know about that.
Robert, would you like a coin as an offering? I have many coins. Okay, here's a quarter. Put it right here for you. There you go.
Could you also do us a favor and touch that red light right there? Looks the same way as the bell.
Just to confirm you're actually here with us.
It won't hurt, I promise you. Oh my fucking god!
So it's to confirm that is Robert. 1 for yes, or touch the REM pod again. So yes. No. Do you mean us any harm? Touch the REM pod if you mean us harm. Okay, how about we do this instead? The alphabet has letters in it, okay? You can press that bell for what letter it is, okay? So A is 1, B is 2 rings, okay? You can try to
C would
follow
be
that.
ding ding ding.
C would be 3 dings, right? And you can spell out your name. So go ahead. Let's see what it says.
Are you still here? Oh, that person left.
That was something. Thought the door.
Okay, the person at the bell. Do the spirits in the citadel mean harm, such as scratching, pushing? If so, could you touch the REM pod, please? Instead of the bell?
Okay, starting now, since you're ringing the bell a lot, I'm gonna assume you're gonna be using the alphabet now. That was a loud ring. That was, for some reason, really loud. I'm gonna go through the alphabet, okay? And then you ring the bell whenever that's the letter. All right? Okay, starting now. A, B, C, D, E.
Okay.
A, E-A. A, B, C, D, E. E?
E-A-E.
Can you press it twice to confirm it's E? Okay, I'm gonna restart on that one then. So we're gonna restart the third one. A, B. Okay.
It's E-A-A.
One more time, we're gonna restart just to confirm, okay?
Okay, restart the entire thing?
In the entire thing, but keep what we have right now and see if it lines up, okay? All right. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C. Let's press it twice if it was C. Or you can touch the REM pod if it was the letter C. Ooh, okay, it was C, right? Okay, next one. A. Hold on. Here we go again, okay? A, B, C. It's a little confusing. I don't even know if it's actually.
Are you just messing with us? No.
It's not green anymore.
I'm trying to. Right. Did you die from the yellow fever? Yes.
We should do this. If you died from the yellow fever, tap the bell. If you died from friendly fire, touch the REM pod.
Okay, yellow fever. Were you buried basically on the beach and you were swept out to sea? Whenever you died, you did. Yes, that lines up with the story, right?
I've heard there's this shadowy figure that likes to crawl on the floor. Are you afraid of him?
Put the camera.
So yes, you are scared of that person or thing? You can confirm by just pressing it one more time. Do you want us to go upstairs?
Is it safe to go upstairs?
I say we move locations. We'll go upstairs. Yes.
No.
Yes. But it's supposed to be boom boom for no.
It's a shadow
Give us an
figure.
example of no. It's the two rings. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs now. Okay.
Well, you can come up there if you want.
Come up here with me. This is your place.
Thank you. You're a
Wait.
very smart spirit.
It's a shadow spirit in this building with us.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see you upstairs. If you're confusing him, he's getting upset. He's bringing the bell so many times.
We'll go upstairs. You can meet us there. Thank you.
And you have put this right next to it. You turn it back on.
Turn it off and on.
That's there. If you're joining us, please come in this room.
Yeah, if I get scared, you gotta get scared.
That was my timing.
Oh. Well, if I got scared, you gotta get scared.
Do you know anything about a spirit named Nick? Yeah, Nick does come through. It was a fairly popular name back in the Civil War era, so it's very possible that he was one of the soldiers. This was a Civil War era fort, so a lot of the energy that we hear that comes through is a lot of that leftover, wartime energy, or we also get doctors and nurses from when it was the yellow fever hospital. This room actually is where they used, as like the makeshift hospital, as the quarantine facility, where they sent all the townsfolk and everybody to live out the end of their days. So right here, if you can imagine cots, lying in the walls, you were lucky if you got basic provisions like water and staple food. It was pretty miserable down here back in the day, to be pretty honest. It was hot. Mosquitoes, yellow fever, malaria was, running around. And these were all northern guys for the most part. They did not know what they were getting themselves into. So pretty negative energy that we find from the soldiers. But from what we've seen, Nick is pretty friendly. William is also pretty friendly too. Joseph is a little bit of a grump. He likes to tell people to jump off the tower, tells people to get out, curses at them. So, it really depends on who you're channeling, who you're communicating with. But did you guys get Nick?
Yeah, we got him last time.
Oh, nice.
We got Joseph too.
Yeah.
Clear on the spirit box. And he told us to get out or something. He's being aggressive,
Yeah, he's the aggressive one for sure. He yelled at me and a couple of really old ladies in the dollhouse. He told us to shut the F up and to get out. And, you couldn't tell us twice. I think I was out of there. I left them in the dust. I'm like, I'm out. I'm sorry, guys. But, sometimes you get things like that clear as day. A lot of energy here in the Citadel. I think, being the place where people suffer the most, we get a lot of that energy. The tunnels give us a lot of energy as well. And I think that's just the despair that people felt when they went down there and saw the stacks of bodies waiting to, have a coffin built for them. So I think that has a lot to do with it down there.
You should run the Estes.
Bro, he scared the shit out of me. Yeah, he scared the absolute fuck out of me.
Try seeing him climb up the staircase.
Like, shook back, dude.
So, we're now on the second floor. I'm gonna enter the Estes method, and these two are gonna be talking.
Was that the
And
person
that's-
from downstairs? Oh, should we ask you for no? Yeah, it was person from
Yeah, that's
downstairs.
nice. Yeah, go ahead, ask away.
Is there someone willing to speak with us right now? He either touch the bell or the REM pod,
Or you can, speak through him.
or speak through him. None of these items or us mean you any harm.
Enter.
Would you like me to set up the music box somewhere?
Jose?
Is that your
It's a
name?
female voice.
Oh, it's a female.
Is the person? Are you Jose? He's Jose.
Okay. Jose, remember you can also speak through him if you want to, if that requires too much energy.
Alright.
Are there other spirits in the room with us? Are you still here?
Okay. Yeah. Multiple?
If there's multiple spirits in this room with us, could you touch that red light, please?
Over here.
I'm getting absolutely nothing.
Bell's going off.
There was like one thing that was trying to get through, but like it's just all static.
Just turn temperature on that thing. Hold it down again.
I just changed it.
What is that?
That sounds like a music box. Alright.
Hi.
Hello.
So long.
So long. So have we met before? Are you a male spirit? It's like a little game.
6,
There's 6 of them here.
6 spirits.
11,
11 of them here.
8,
8 of them? So there are 8 spirits here.
6,
What?
9, 4, 1, 6,
You didn't hear that?
8. What the fuck?
Did you hear that?
Is that you? No.
Look at me.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Like 6.
What the fuck?
Like 6. Is it like water pill? Like water drops?
I don't know. Am I pointing at you right now? No. What's your name?
Is that
Rest. Francis,
is Francis a nurse that was here?
get out.
Why you want us to get out?
What the? Joseph, are we talking to you? I heard you're not very nice.
I want to sleep.
Are we disturbing you right now? No.
It laughed.
Why do I keep... It's seeing us like freak out, but I keep hearing footsteps everywhere.
Hey,
Hello? Who's
Buddy?
it? Can you say that again?
He said hi.
die.
God
That's
damn.
not very nice.
Whoever's ringing that bell, if Joseph is in here with us, could you tap the red light?
It's all good.
Joseph's the not so nice one. No, he's not.
What the hell?
Stop it.
You just pulled my shirt.
Did you just pull his shirt?
What are you doing?
There's no wind, so why is it you just went like that?
You said come here? Where are you?
Go, champ.
I think we found out. The guy from downstairs, his name is Jose.
It was a female, and it sounded like she was calling for Jose. And she was going, Jose? Like she was looking for him. But, I don't know. Let's move up. Let's go to the tunnel. We are here in the tunnel where the Civil War soldiers were buried, but kept whenever they died from yellow fever. That's right behind me, all down there. We have some trigger objects now. For the cowboy here, we have a Colt. Take the weapon. That's his weapon. It should remind the soldiers, I guess, of their time serving. I have a replica sword that some officers would carry, and hopefully these things will help them remember as they interact with us. Around us, we have the music box pointing in the direction of the rest of the underground area. The bell is off for right now, and then down the hall we have a REM pod. Let's go down.
Another thing about this hallway, it was just not soldiers that were kept here, it was the citizens of Key West. Every time when the yellow fever they died, there wasn't enough coffins to put their bodies in, so guess what they did? They dumped all their bodies down this hallway. Just imagine stacks and stacks of bodies laying in this hallway, all smelly and stinky and obviously not resting in peace. We're gonna give an offering to some demonic mask.
Well, it's more of a peace offering, you know, peace offering. That's a protector.
That, you know what the hell that looks like, bro?
The mask you see before you are all alone.
Interesting. Okay, well, I see this offering is to protect us.
Just take my neck.
There you go. I have the offering. Don't hurt us. Okay. Well, I mean, if you do want to scratch one of us.
No, not one of us. You.
I'm not saying specifically me, but if any of us piss you off, if there is anybody here willing to speak with us, could you please interact with the REM pod down there, which is the red light. We call that the REM pod. You can touch that, or you can walk in front of that green light and it would make some really nice music go off. The floor is yours. This is the man who owned it all, I think, is it not?
Yeah, like
Eugene Otto.
Alright. If there's anything in here.
Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure this is Eugene. That's Eugene's wife.
Spirits, I'm here to talk to you.
What would you hear?
Me. It's me. Please come and communicate with us if you need help or if you want to just say hi. The floor is yours. Absolutely nothing.
What if we move on?
Robert, watch this, guys.
Oh my god. Poor guy.
I'll be gentle, okay? We good? Okay, we're gonna leave. Nothing's happened at all. We're gonna go to Robert, and then we're gonna start our solo investigations. Okay?
Bum, bum, bum.
This tombstone behind me, the nameplate of Elena Milagro Hortos. You can see she was young when she died. She was born 1909, died 1931. So she was like 23 or so. She got tuberculosis, and there was no vaccine at the time, so it was kind of like a death sentence. It was about making her as comfortable as possible, treating the symptoms. And so she was brought to the Marine Hospital. She met this guy named Dr. Carl Tensler. He was better known by his nickname Count von Kassel, and he did some pretty weird things when he saw Elena. First of all, He claimed that he had seen her before in dreams and visions. He said that going back about a couple decades before she was even born, he claimed that he had these visions of her, that he was supposed to be with her, to fix her, that they would be together forever. She thought that was a little weird, but he didn't charge her family at all to treat her. So he started treatment, and it was pretty weird. He was doing some electroshock therapy, feeding her, some poisons, and titrating different mixtures. He thought that he could poison the tuberculosis out of her without poisoning her. He started blasting her with radiation, X-rays. He had forged his certification to become a radiologist, so he thought he could, experiment on her. Essentially, she died after a time. He kept asking for her hand in marriage during the treatments, kind of, being a little creepy to her, but eventually she succumbed to her illness or to the treatment, we're not really sure which. But then he proceeded to mummify her. He took her body out of the crypt after a time. After a couple of years she had been laid to rest, he took her out and took her home and mummified her, made her filled with fragrant rags and antiseptics, and he rebuilt her skin with wax and plaster and silk, and put her hair back in her head, got glass eyes made for her, and the whole 9 yards. And he eventually dressed her up, and he proposed to her again. He married her, quote, quote, and then he lived with her for 7 years in his house. Nobody knew the difference. Nobody knew any better. Yeah, he laid next to her, laid with her. He was the first known recorded case, I believe, of a necrophiliac. So there was a lot of studies on, on his psyche, kind of, what drove him to this. Was it mourning? Was it grief? Was it madness? What caused this behavior? But at the time, most people felt pretty sad. Felt bad for him. They felt sad that he was in mourning, and that his grief drove him to do this. A lot of people thought it was beautiful. They thought it was a story of undying love, something that, everybody wishes that they had that romantic connection, that they would hope that their love would endure after they've been long dead. But so he really got a slap on the wrist charge. They let him go, and eventually he moved up to Zephyr Hills. Elena's tomb exploded that very same morning with dynamite. Somebody blew it up. So this is the last attachment that we have of Elena. We feel like her spirit is really strong with that. We feel her very often, especially when I tell her story. People will, feel a presence. They'll feel some people were very sensitive and empathetic. They'll feel intense grief or an intense sadness, intense illness, intense, really negative emotion that it overpowers them. Sometimes I've had people pass out. Just a few weeks ago, some lady passed out over there, for a second. She was fine, but, she said she felt like, this presence overcame her. Very, very powerful story. A lot of grief there, a lot of anger. Especially since Elena's body, after she was recovered, even from the count, they put her on display for a little bit. So it's, add insult to injury there. She couldn't even been, be laid to rest right away. Anyway, everybody wanted to kind of, have her go viral. It was the first big viral story out of Key West. It's what put us on the map weird down here. So,
How did they find out that he's living with a dead body?
So eventually the neighbors told on him. Yeah, so they noticed he was becoming more reclusive. He wasn't coming out of the house. They weren't seeing him. When they did, it was few and far between, and he was being very sketchy. Very, something was up. The smell was horrendous. They reported the smell, but then they would see him. What looked like he was sitting down at the kitchen table with a young lady, like the shadow of a young lady through the window, or in the middle of the night they would hear music. And they would, look out the window and see him dancing with somebody, and they would assume it was a young lady. Then the word kind of got out. Plus, Elena's family was looking for her body still because it had been stolen out of her grave. So, the combination of that, rumors started flying, small islands, so people ratted him out eventually. They couldn't keep him because 7 years had passed. He had been living with her for so long that the statute of limitations on grave robbing actually had expired. So yeah, he got charged with, I think it was wanton destruction of the grave was the official charge. But slap on the wrist, he had to pay a fine. That was it.
Okay, so now we're in Robert's exhibit. in Robert's days. One thing I forgot to mention earlier was that Robert is actually known for cursing people. Over 10,000 plus people have been cursed by him. At first it was if you take a picture of him without asking for permission, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now it's if you disrespect him, any sort of disrespect, he'll curse you. And surprisingly, people send a lot of letters to Robert apologizing for the curses they put on him. Man, I guess that's him confirming. And guess what? Today we have the chance to read Robert some letters that were sent by people. So that's going to be absolutely freaking amazing.
So we're going to be starting with...
These are real letters sent by real people who believe they have been cursed or affected by Robert. So before we read these, we'll give you a couple seconds with Robert himself, unfiltered, none of that. If you want to take a picture of him, by all means. I don't know if you're going to get cursed. If you don't want to look at him, just look away or skip forward. There are kid spirits that roam the fort, and we actually have a picture that was taken on the baby monitor out front of 3 children spirits sitting in front of Robert. So I'll pop that up on the screen right about now. Take a good look at it, and now he's gonna read the first letter.
You might as well just show Robert just in case.
Right, I will. So it's pretty sure I can read this one out loud. Let me see. Nothing on the front, but just in case, I'll show Robert first.
Give him a chance to read it.
Go ahead and read it. Whenever you are ready for me to read it, if you can, please touch the REM pod. Whenever you're finished.
Wow.
That's blue.
Yeah, you touched it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, so here's the letter. Dear Robert, yesterday I was listening to a podcast with my friend about paranormal happenings. A podcast is like a radio show. This episode was about you. I heard all about your story. I assumed that was all it was, a story. So I didn't listen to the warnings. That was stupid of me. I looked you up on the internet because I was curious what you looked like. I'm a long way from Florida, or else I would have come in person. When I saw the photos, I didn't think anything of it. I even said out loud, beep, you, Robert, as a joke. Trying to show off my bravado to my friend. I didn't think anything would happen. Later that night, a big, seemingly healthy tree snapped at the trunk and fell on a power line inches away from my house. It almost hit our car. Our power was out and we were blocked in until a crew came in this morning to cut the tree away. I don't want to take a chance on something worse happening, so that's why I'm writing you. I didn't believe, but I do now. I'm sorry for looking at these photos, Robert, and I'm extra sorry for cursing at you. Please forgive me for my rudeness. You are really a cute doll, and I hope everything is okay down there in Florida with the hurricane happening right now. Sincerely, the person.
Okay, wow.
That was an interesting one.
You may believe that this isn't real, but don't you think if 10,000 plus people are sending in letters and there are letters coming in every day asking for apologies, that is not something up? Oh, you want the next letter, Robert? I got you. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to show anything yet, but this is the letter that is for Robert's eyes only. We're given permission to first show Robert, and then we're able to read it.
All right, Robert, this one is specifically for you. This out here. I'll look at it.
Hold the REM pod.
Here you go, Robert. Take your time. Whenever you're done, just make this go off. Is that too nuts?
Very well.
Ask for permission to read it.
No, I mean,
Oh.
you want me to ask for permission? I mean,
Yeah, okay, you can ask for permission.
Robert, is it okay if I read this to you? Very well.
Okay.
That's important to get in.
Okay. Okay. Dear Robert, I hope this letter finds you well. It's been a long time since we met, and while you may not remember me, I sure do remember you and the power you possess. Ever since that day, ever since that picture, my life has been plagued with what feels like comically timed mishaps and misfortunes. Even these past couple of years, sometimes it just feels like my luck is against me, and things just don't go my way when I want or need them to. From my car getting broken into twice over 2 months, to items falling over or ending up destroyed, to usually being one on the losing end of so many games where gambling only leads to money lost, to even having no luck at finding love. It's not even limited to me. Friends and sometimes family have experienced bad luck on occasions, and sometimes I feel like it's for me. I managed through it by working hard, staying strong, being positive, just waiting for it to go away, for my luck to improve. Unfortunately, my luck has still been rough, and now it's affecting my love life. I am the only one in my family to find their special someone. I try, and it feels impossible nowadays. I now desperately want my luck to change for the better. I want to sincerely apologize for taking a picture of you that day. I didn't even take your picture on purpose. My intent was only to take a picture of a hallway. I didn't even notice you until it was too late. You just happened to be sitting so far away. Regardless, the picture was taken. I will own up to it, and if you could find it to forgive me and undo whatever that is that plagues me with bad luck, I'll be grateful always. From blank. Wow.
Very interesting.
Alright, Robert, here's your third letter. Touch the REM pod once you're finished with it.
It's going off like crazy already.
You must have been waiting for this one. I just felt something go through my legs.
I think I saw a figure. I thought I saw something down there. If you don't want him to read it, you can mess with that REM pod on that chair if you can. And that'll let us know. We'll put that one back.
Robert, do you want somebody else to read that letter to you? If so, could you let it through on pod, please? What?
Just to confirm, could you press it one more time?
Or is he done with it now?
How about this?
No, because he answered it when I just asked.
How about this? Let's ask it again just to confirm. Robert, if you want somebody else to read it, could you touch the REM pod? Just so we know we're not confused. Somebody else. Do you want me to read it? Do you want Bot to read it? This person right here? Yes. Don't know. One more time, please.
One more time. If you're done with this letter, could you walk up to the REM pod?
He might be getting tired of.
Or is he just not accepting this apology?
Robert, do you want us to put the letter back in the envelope and not read it? Or if you want, let us know when you're finished with that red light, and let us know if you don't want us to read it with that other REM pod on the chair there. Okay, he's done. He's done.
If we are able to read it, can you please touch that REM pod?
This is the last time we're going to ask you, that's all. We just
Sorry
really
for the
want to make
confusion,
sure.
Robert. We just don't want to anger you.
What? Who giggled?
What?
Did you giggle? You're joking. Are you sure that wasn't you?
I'm assuming.
I heard. I got chills.
I don't think so, because I said I'm assuming not. and
I
it
heard
goes
it.
off. Just to be safe, Robert, we'll leave this one
down
for
on
you.
that. Robert, are you done with the letters?
Yep, he's done with that.
He's done with the letters.
So,
It's time. I've been wanting to do this for so long.
yep. This is our first solo investigation. In this hat, we have 3 sticky notes: one for the tunnel, one for Robert, and one for the Citadel. So I volunteered to go first. Ovano volunteered to go second.
And whatever's
and
not picked is mine.
He wants fate to be up to him, I guess.
We'll
Okay.
spend about 10 minutes in there.
Yeah.
Where we are, 10 minutes. We'll set timers on our phones. We'll be there for 10 minutes. And then we'll meet up, I guess, right there where the equipment is. So after 10 minutes, unless you're like shitting your pants and you can't handle it, go ahead and come back.
I'm scared, man. I want the tunnel. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like that's gonna have nothing in it. You know, it's gonna be easy, but we'll see. Okay.
Like,
You ready?
Give me the Citadel, man.
Here we go. Where they at? Are they all down there? Or are they stuck? Are they down there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix them up in my hands.
Look, Robert's waiting.
Robert's waiting.
Robert's waiting. You heard his response. He's anxious. Yeah, anxious.
Robert, is this the right one?
Said he wanted the tunnel.
Let's see what we get then. He's picking for us, man. And fate, this is yours.
The last one, right?
Robert's like, you chose the right one.
All right.
Please.
So mine, I've been picked for the Citadel.
The Citadel.
Fuck. That's fine.
What about you?
Switchies.
If you get tunnel,
I think I got Robert.
I think you did too. I'm not gonna lie.
How's it, Robert?
You got Robert.
The one that Robert went off on.
I got the freaking tunnel.
Now, who wants to re-roll?
No.
I want to.
No.
I need a
I
reboot.
want to talk to Robert.
It's a
man.
one and done.
Okay. So,
I'm going to the tunnel, and then the man behind the camera. So all of us are going to start a 10-minute timer. Meet back here after the 10 minutes is over, and then we'll switch to our own footages.
3, 2, 1.
See ya. Have fun.
All right, Robert. Are you willing to talk to me?
I am now making my way to the Yellow Fever Tunnel. I'm low-key a little scared. It's my first time doing something alone. So, he's in the Citadel, Lennox is, and then we have Ovano with Robert himself. Earlier in the tunnel, we weren't getting anything really. Maybe I thought maybe because we were together, not really split up.
Oh shit.
Hello.
Fuck this shit.
As I was saying, I don't think we were getting much because we were all together. So this time I'm gonna check it out all by myself. It's really dark in there. So we'll see when we get there.
I'm going to the Citadel. This shit is gonna be horrible. Footage might actually be pretty bad too. I can't tell where I'm going and I can't tell what I'm seeing. That door just slammed shut. That's very nice. Okay. Fuck this shit, dude. So, before I go into the Citadel, I'm going to try to contact something outside. I'm going to go on the 2nd floor first. I have a spirit box right here that I'll be sitting with for a little bit.
All right. Now everyone split up. We're gonna do our own investigations.
Hey, Robert, can you talk to me? Can you say hi? That's the spirit box that we're now using.
Here we are. There it is behind me. Really quick. This is where orbs can be seen. See if you can see any
Oh, there was one right there. That's at the end of the hall. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna set up this music box. I can't see, so. Oh man. Dude, camera's clicking, freaks me out. I'm gonna face it down that way. Use the spirit box. Talk to whatever we can.
Man, they couldn't have given me a better flashlight. Fuck. Okay. Alright, I'm inside the Citadel now. I can't see anything. Dude, I can't see anything, bro. If anybody is in here, can you make that known? I think I just heard a footstep. Oh my god, I think I hear footsteps.
Is there something over there? Okay. Do you know who's over there? Is that someone that's new? Okay. Who did it follow? Was it me? Was it one of the other two? Was it Matt? Was it the two girls? Is it from the spirit box? Do you not like the spirit box's noise? You want me to turn the spirit box off? Can you touch it one more time? Sorry to bother you. Okay, I'll turn it off.
Okay. Dude, these images freak me out. Hello, spirits. My name is Sai. I'm here to talk to you alone. If you guys would like to talk to me, you can either speak into the spirit box or walk in front of that green light right there and I'll play you some music. I guess I'd leave. I am low-key terrified if you don't believe me. That's insane. Oh my god. So I think I've done whatever I could with this spirit box and it's not really working. So I will turn you off, and if there aren't any soldiers here and would want to talk to me, we would have to use this music box. Again, this device will not hurt you. It will just let me know that you are willing to communicate with me. Tap on the wall. Dude, all these like silhouettes in front of me are freaking me out. Guess they don't want to talk to me the soldiers haven't been very active today, so hopefully the other guys are getting something good. Fortunately and fortunately, I didn't get much. Dude, people are seeing things. And that camera's freaking me out every time it clicks. Maybe we can try this one more time. What the hell? Yeah, let's not do that. I'm just waiting, see if anything does go down. What? I just heard something. Well, anyways, my time here is up. So spirits, thank you. You didn't want to talk to me?
Well, this place fucking sucks. It probably did when everyone else was here. Got these giant statues, which kind of ease my mood a little bit. But other than that, it's just a giant empty space! Okay, I'm pretty sure I just saw something walking towards me. Okay, that scared the fucking shit out of me. I think I just saw something walk towards me. Holy fucking shit. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck was that? Something just walked towards me. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I'm actually shaking right now. Holy shit, I'm such a fucking pussy, dude. Come on. What? Okay. Could you please tap or bang on something if that was you that I just saw? Can you make any sort of noise? It's 10 minutes now. I can't believe I think I just fucking saw something and I don't want to go in here, but 10 minutes has passed. It's almost 11. The door's been closed for 10 minutes. If anything to say, it sucks I have no equipment. Nothing else to do. The EMF hasn't gone off at all. I think, dude, what did I see? It almost looked like something was like grabbing, like reaching out to me or something. That freaked me the fuck out. Okay, well, before I leave, I'm gonna put everything else outside. I'm gonna sit in silence for this next minute. If you have anything else to say, the door's closed, lights are off. So now it's time to speak, so go ahead. So the reason why I'm up, oh, what was that? I don't know. The reason why I'm on the second floor anyways, guys, is because Spirit on the first floor told us to come up here, and I was sitting right down there. I don't know what the fuck that is. I think I see something down there, but I can't tell. I don't know. Well, it's been 12 minutes already, so I'm gonna have to leave, but thank you for having me.
Man, it's creepy being here alone. I'm not getting no responses since they left, and Robert just does not like to answer.
If it picked up, we're about to see. I was standing near the door, basically. It was on the staircase. I was sitting down, the second floor, And I was like, okay, it's time to look around now. So I got up, I went to my right, and as I was fixing my camera and everything, I turned to the left, and it looked like somebody was like literally coming up to fucking touch me.
Dog, that's the most action I've seen within 10 minutes.
Me personally, I didn't really get anything. Bunch of taps and stuff, but nothing really went off.
It might have been my imagination, I'm not gonna lie, but dude,
I was freaking freaky, bro. Every time I put the light on me, dude, I swear something next to me, and I just flipped that shit. I'm like, oh hell no.
I think we should spend more time with Robert altogether at the end, just to do it.
Would you like that, Robert?
Because he said he wasn't getting much, but
Wait. Robert, is that the reason why you weren't talking to me? You want to talk to all of us?
You want to talk to all of us together? Is that the case?
my spirit box was broken too.
Mine was weird.
You remember when you heard it? I went inside the Citadel, turned it on. It was just fucking like loud as hell.
So this one would not work until I brought it out this room and you just hear Joseph.
Okay, so I was entering...
Then you just go back in here until I use yours.
How did you get into this whole ghost hunting stuff?
I've always been into history, right? That's actually what I studied in school. I went to Rider University, studied history. And so the fort naturally attracted me. But as far as, getting into the ghost hunting aspect of it, I had a roommate who was in the military. He got restationed to go to Georgia. And he was restationed, he wanted to do something scary, something, Key Westy that he couldn't do anywhere else. So we found this tour, and I went on it. And I was sitting actually pretty much almost exactly in this spot, facing Robert, but the cover was on his case, so I had no idea. I ended up sitting right here, and when my coworker, my now coworker, pulled down the case, I'm staring right at Robert. Robert's right in front of me. And so it was, and from immediately, from the time that he was uncovered, I got that feeling, much like it was described like Merlin Ruder had, or like Gene Otto had, like that. There was some innocent spirit in there, that there was something more to this doll. Kind of like they say the Mona Lisa, when you look at, you look into the Mona Lisa's eyes, there's expression there, it's more than just a painting. That's what I got, almost immediately from the get-go. And I got this overwhelming feeling that Robert wanted a friend. That he wanted a new friend. So that night, after the tour, I went up to the tour guide and I said, hey, you guys hiring? And he said, yeah, absolutely. Actually, we are looking for another guide. And that's how I got the job. So I like to say that Robert called me to do this. He kind of was, the architect behind it all. So interesting. Yeah.
What's your scariest experience? Not just here, if it's somewhere else too. Just overall with ghost hunting.
Ooh. Well, here, for sure, I was here with David Sloan, the owner of the tour. He was here actually doing the presentation for Robert. So in lieu of playing a video or, explaining the story myself, I had him discussing it. But I did all the setup, and I forgot, I'm still kind of new. I forgot to put that green flashlight that we use for Robert's case. I forgot to, leave that out. So it comes time to unveil Robert. David unveils him. He's looking for the flashlight. It's nowhere to be found. He looks at me. I'm looking in my pockets. He's got a room full of 30 people that that are anxiously awaiting Robert's story. So I think the first thing I should do is pull out the flashlight that I used for my bike that was in my pocket. It's a super bright LED. So I put that on top of Robert's case. Almost immediately I knew that was a bad idea. I just knew it. Something came over me that said, that was not a good thing to do. My eyes started watering, and this is like, you can see this light a half mile out. It's like, super bright. So my eyes started watering. I started actually seeing the pinpoints of the LED light, like as if somebody was shining it into my eyes. I was starting to feel sick, physically sick, standing there. And this whole time, I got this feeling that he was ever so slightly moving his head, like trying to get out of the light. But I wasn't about to interrupt, my boss's presentation, and it, stop the tour to move the light, so I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll let this pass. I'm getting sicker and sicker, just feeling this uneasiness. And then somebody in the crowd screams and says, he just moved his head. So now I know I'm not crazy, right? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm sorry, David, but I saw that too. I need to do something. So I moved the light back off of his eyes. And almost immediately I felt a lot better, right? Oh, and I forgot to mention, David had the canvases up, and his flashlight starts flickering. So it was kind of like Robert was saying, like, get that, get the light out. It's like, so, almost immediately his flashlight stops flickering. I felt a lot better. But what scared me the most was how physical it was. How sudden the onset was, and it's almost like I knew something about me knew that was what was causing me to feel ill was that I was making Robert uncomfortable some way, and I knew that all I had to do was move that flashlight. But the fact that he had that ability to take that kind of physical control over me and my senses, it was powerful. I mean, on top of that, just the scrapes and grunts and the coughs and the clearing of throats that I hear as I'm going through nightly. Honestly, I hear something. I thought I heard a voice earlier today as I was setting up. I thought it was like a young man's voice is what it sounded like, and it was right from over here in front of Robert's case. So
the giggle. Yes, I forgot to.
Oh, you heard a giggle?
Yeah. So I was we were interviewing Robert, right? We were showing him the letters, and I think he was, as we were getting the next letter, we were asking, hey Robert, is it okay if we show you this next letter? I think it was the Miles one.
No, it's the other one.
Yeah, well, whichever one it was. And we kept asking over and over for permission because it wasn't being too clear, and the REM pod was going off here and there, but we weren't sure if it was like super clear, like answering us. And I heard in my ear something giggle or like grunt. I mean, it was like, it sounded old, right? It was just really odd. I thought it was him. And I was like, I was looking at it for a second. I was like, did you laugh? I was like, no, I didn't laugh. I was like, was it you? And I think you were in the middle of
I was
talking.
mid-sentence.
I don't know, I was just confused. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that happens. We get a lot of those auditory auditory phenomena here. We also, visuals usually are like out of the corner of your eye. I'm very rare that you see full-on apparition. And if you do see an apparition, it's fleeting, like your experience. You mentioned that for a second it looked like a young lady was there. That's always what it is. For a second it looks like somebody walks past. For a second it looks like something runs by. But then you can't really put a finger on it. But I think what scares me the most is the physical things when the lights started going off. I showed you guys the video earlier of the lights flickering. That's scary. When you physically feel the presence of somebody in the room with you, that's always unsettling. That happens all the time. But those kind of things are unsettling to me because now I have to walk through this whole tour knowing how haunted this place is, knowing how many spirits there are, knowing that they're active today, and I can't show it at all. I have to be interested in everything. I can't, let the tour know that I'm actually shitting my pants because I don't know what's going to be behind that door. It could be a shadow creature, So, that's I think that's the fun of working here.
Do you know what or who possesses it?
So we believe that the primary entity is a young girl's spirit. We believe her name's Abigail. She's the daughter of Emmeline Abbott. Emmeline Abbott was the nanny for Gene Otto when he was growing up. She had a daughter who did not live past the age of 10. She died. She was very ill. She fell ill. Now Gene, who was Robert the Doll's original owner, his father, Thomas, was a doctor. He treated patients out of their home. And essentially, he was unable to save this little girl, Emmeline Abbott's, his son's nanny's daughter. He was not able to save. And as the story goes, Emmeline tried to sue the Otto family for malpractice, and it did not work. The case was not heard in court. She didn't get to see her day in court, so she never got justice. She then went to she practiced both Santeria and voodoo. She went to a priestess, and they had a ceremony. And in the ceremony, she instilled in this doll the spirit of her daughter. But along with that, she was very angry. She had a lot of wrath. She had a lot of anger and some vengeance that she wanted to get against the Otto family for what she believed caused the death of her daughter. When that kind of energy comes through in the type of ceremony that she performed, it went wrong and it created a portal. So we believe that Robert the Doll is actually a portal into which many different spirits and entities can come and go at will. He can channel essentially the spirits of this fort, all of the different entities, you know, and he picks up a lot of the energy of wherever he goes, you know. He picks up energy off of the people that come. Some, you know, some people might come with, you know, some attachments, and they, you know, we believe he's like a sponge that he absorbs this supernatural energy, and he provides a way for them to, you know, enter and exit our world, so to speak. But the primary entity that possesses Robert, you could say, is that young girl, Emily Abbott's daughter. And we believe that explains a lot of like the giggling that we hear, the little childlike pitter-patter footsteps, the mischief, you know, shoving people into rooms and, you know, holding the door shut behind them, kid stuff, you know. It's unsettling when it comes from a doll, but it's, you know, we believe that's why, you know. So there's also a lot of Gene's energy in that doll. He spent very large portions of his life with Robert the doll. Toward the end of his life, Gene was locked in his room with nothing but the doll as company. So I think that a lot of Robert's energy also is that residual Gene energy that is, you know, that's a part of him. You know, it's who he grew up with. Also, the clothes he's wearing are Gene's old play clothes, so there's probably an attachment there as well. The primary spirit is probably that little girl. A little bit of Gene smattered in there, and everybody else he's picked up along the way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Special thanks to the guys at Ghost Key West for giving us access to the fort and the haunted firehouse. If you guys want to check it out yourselves, see Robert for yourself, investigate anything, stay as long as we did with nobody here, here's the link.
Thank you all for watching our video. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, save the video, share the video.
You don't gotta do all that. The most we ask is like. That's pretty much it. Subscribe if you want. If you haven't seen our last two videos, which is the St. Augustine Lighthouse and the Dixie House, it's gonna be here, and then they'll play at the end, so you can watch that there.
Shorty, when you're shaking, you only wanna meet. Racks on my mind, racks on my sneakers. Took her from the stage straight to the bleachers.